Welcome to this stream. I haven't streamed in a while, but now I'm back, I think, at least for this stream. And I have built some quality grinding, which actually seems to work without getting stuck too much. I have to check this. Okay, this is full. I don't know what happened with the rest. I guess I just have enough of those golden quality radars, and that's why it doesn't produce any more of them. Oh yes, there should be, yeah, 100. That's the limit that I have set there. I have made a blueprint where I can basically set the item that shall be produced and the limit. And I think I still need to produce quality pumps. That's why I will do that, and I will allow up to 150, even though that's quite a lot, but then I will be prepared and then this will be built. And the chests basically allow for the different ingredient qualities to go through. This means smaller than rare quality, smaller than blue basically. So green and blue and normal quality will be reached. I don't know if I maybe have, yeah, I have also allowed requests to happen there, so things could also be delivered from elsewhere if I produce certain ingredients elsewhere. And I hate how this isn't yet with quality modules. I need to fix that basically. Otherwise this will recycle into just normal things. But I guess maybe the robots will have arrived by now. Yeah, it has been delivered. Maybe I should always take off the electricity from the factories while things are still being built. And I can basically also manually override some of these ingredient requests. Now it's a bit smaller there, because I can only consume what I produce, basically. I will only have these two factories making normal pumps or with normal ingredients, and I would have to add more of those factories, perhaps, if I wanted more ingredients to be in here, but actually that's wrong, because this only considers the ingredients from one of the factories, so eventually it would be not enough to reproduce everything, so I will just add 100 to each. So, and I guess offshore pumps could be something as well. I wonder whether I can fit them in here somewhere. Maybe not. Not like this, at least. And I don't want to try a rebuild right now, so I will just start somewhere around here. This will be offshore pumps. Maybe 50. I don't need that many of those. And if I'm actually at the place, then I can properly quickly build it so there's no production without quality modules. I need to actually check what kinds of items I already produced. So there are the green inserters, the both bots, chemical plant, offshore pump. I don't know if there are refineries. I think I might do those as well. Not that. I have too many blueprints that I still need to sort, but sorting is a task and I hate tasks. I guess 100 refineries. And then I need some robopods. I already added quite a lot of robopods in this area because a lot of robots need to deliver stuff or change things. Basically also sometimes just transport things from here to here if it's just a worse robot that has been produced. Then it would just go to this requester chest and be recycled, and then the ingredients will flow where they need to flow. Currently I have, okay, 50 of those bots. I guess I want more than 50. What I could just do is take this blueprint and find out how it's actually placed. I guess like that. And then just choose the same item again. This should be a logistic bot, and I will have 500 because I want to also transport some of them to other planets. Same with the construction bots. So, what didn't happen there? There are already enough of those bots. That's quite good. Hello Mika. I'm sort of back for now. I hope you have a good day and will continue to have a good day. So, I don't know what I want to do with this now. Guess I will rotate it. There might be some items that I haven't yet automated. Yeah, Factorio has quality levels in the new Space Age update. You can get better items. It's complicated to set up. I wonder which of these things I want. Maybe an artillery tower. I haven't yet done those, but I would need to import ingredients. 50 should be enough forever. But I guess I don't need to care about military stuff anymore. I wonder where I can show the quality in action. Basically, there are some ingredients for, what is it? These asteroid collectors. I can show you them also. basically blue circuits, red engines, and these low density structures, and they appear in these chests in all variations. Petri dishes are not in this mod pack, I guess. It's only in Pionodon's mod pack. Not sure if there are any items that look like Petri dishes. Maybe some look a bit like something. This looks more like a fusion reactor. This might be a Petri dish from the side, but it's actually a heat pipe. We have these lithium plates. But there's no glass, I think. Nothing that looks like actual glass. There are these portable solar panels. Landmines, but I think Petri dishes look a bit different. But maybe some of them are round. Anyway, I need to remember what I wanted to do, and that was probably looking at my spaceship. It's not yet a ship, it's just in orbit. And these are asteroid collectors, but currently they don't collect asteroids. I wonder what this one will do. It will collect the asteroids. Because apparently they were needed. I don't know if I am setting the filters correctly. So if red is smaller than green, it will activate and send the signals, but I don't know what that is about. Maybe they are deactivated again, actually, and they don't have anything in their filters. Yeah, prepare for your exam. You should hopefully get through it very easily. And not waste your time looking at my stream. Could put another gun there. But also, I guess I might retire these kinds of ships or just leave them in service forever. They are quite small and old and slow and still have all the old qualities. This is one of my bigger ships that goes to Aquilo. Not sure if I have shown the Aquilo base yet. I'm currently also doing quality grinding here. I thought I had set up the next qualities for the railguns as well, but I didn't yet. Bye, Mika. But I definitely am producing enough of these legendary fusion generators because I have them already built on Novice. I'm basically exporting them. This might look like a Y that's sort of turned around. I don't know if Y has a preferred direction of the lower arm. But maybe this would have to be turned around, but also it doesn't really matter. Eventually I will make a hexagon with 2 of these per layer. I guess I might already check what kind of or how many fusion reactors I have. 10. I would want to blueprint that somewhere where it couldn't be built. Don't know if I have any of those areas nearby. Probably here. Maybe I also already have a blueprint of that somewhere. Probably not any of those. Unfinished, okay. So, this was a thing that I had built on Aquilo once. It looks a bit like the JWST with the hexagonal mirrors and the heat shields. And then I added some extra for extra energy. But basically it's difficult on Aquilo because you also need to provide heat to inserters. So in the middle you can't provide each thing automatically. Maybe you could manually, remotely tell robots to do things as a one-time thing and then just add as much fuel as possible, but that kind of thing doesn't work yet. Or I haven't built this yet, I mean. In another save I did, it was probably my first save I ever had. And I will probably not build this anytime soon in this save game, because I need to surpass some kind of energy demand limit. I could actually try to build a fusion reactor on Gleba, or just send more of those steam turbines, better quality ones especially, and then just power the factory with heating towers. And of course there is a nuclear reactor in case there is not enough heat. I want to know how much uranium, or when uranium has been last used. Oh, this is like 16 days ago. It counts in days, and this is in-game save game days. 16 days. Not sure how many hours that would be since I last used uranium, and then quite a lot. I guess this was quite some time. Probably a day has passed in that time. Maybe I didn't produce enough heat at that point yet. It would be fun if Gleba also had uranium. Maybe some mutant pentapods would appear then. Even more mutant than they already look, but I guess you can always mutate anything. They do look like they wouldn't really fit on Earth. Also, I can imagine humans would have wiped them out by now. Anyway, I might just start working on my Deep Space One, the ship that eventually needs to go to the edge of the solar system and to the shattered planet. The question is just always, how do I start? It's easy to just set up this ring of asteroid collectors and to add some of those things at the back, thrusters. This is 3 wide. And this is 4 wide, and I don't need this actually. But I don't want to change the width of the ship by now. It's fine that it's slightly asymmetric at the end. Or it will always be asymmetric in some way, because symmetry is not the target of this game. And many builds are impossible to build in a symmetric way. Especially having 3 different asteroid types and trying to funnel them to their correct destinations. I guess I did want to do something else. I wanted to deliver something to some planet, but I forgot. I guess this ship will stop delivering all kinds of steam turbines and only care for the legendary ones. And I don't know if I have legendary heating towers yet. I definitely don't have enough legendary biochambers, but they do seem to get sent to my spaceships. That's actually quite good. So I do have enough of those. Except here, there are no legendary biochambers in this ship. Eventually I want to totally get rid of all the things that are not legendary. I guess I might also just start with that now. It can't hurt to just start with a thing that's good. And it also saves some visual clutter space. But the ship also still has a lot of free space available. Also it's in space, so there's a lot of space. And I guess I did also start sending uncommon superconductors to Aquilo, because that might help with the production of these things. I might actually start to quality upgrade, recycle some of these superconductors. I just need to find a way to funnel them into the right places. I guess I will just use logistic bots. I will also try to make sure that this landing pad doesn't import any substandard things anymore. I guess legendary inserters should be equipment. Obviously equipment is equipment for Aquilo. I guess I might upgrade these cargo bays and only get the best refineries. Not sure if I should make heating towers on Gleba. I mean, somewhere I would produce them, definitely, but I don't know. There is a factory, obviously, or apparently. So, what if I just forever recycled into that factory? Luckily I just made this blueprint, and I can steal these modules to upgrade those. And then, well, maybe I didn't actually want quality. I will do the simple recycling, which might also be faster, of course. And then I don't have to deal with higher quality outputs. I guess I'm not missing anything right now. Just my brain is a bit slow. I'm missing a brain or parts of it. Not literally, but I haven't played and streamed in a while. It's always a bit interesting to start again. Eventually I will run into too many of those uncommon heating towers, but I guess I will deal with that then, whenever that happens. I might also eventually just or copy the whole thing and reconfigure it with the parameters. I guess the ingredients from this machine will get into that machine faster. So ordering new stuff for the requested chests would probably be rare. I guess I did want to do something on Aquilo. Yes, recycling things there. And obviously I was just actually working on something else, but the derail train in me is very strong. Gleba has been damaged. Is it always that dark? I guess the radars should be working. But yeah, this should be repaired easily. I think I do have repair pack production on this planet. Might even increase the quality modules there. It's just so that I have, I guess, longer lasting repair packs. Repair speed is the same, just the durability is higher. So basically a quality repair pack is just like an added repair pack on top. I might also upgrade things here. I'm not sure what kinds of belts I am wearing. Apparently only the purple belts. And there would be space for another one. And maybe a belt immunity equipment in the corner. But I don't have to upgrade all of that yet. I guess my mech armor also still needs to be upgraded. I didn't really work on that on Fulgora. But how about I just place this blueprint that I have made on Fulgora. And this will make a mech armor. Possibly. And I guess just one should be enough for now. I guess this won't be a multiplayer world for some time. And apparently I need more better assembling machines on this planet. Maybe I should make assembling machines that way. Not there. Oh no. I guess one problem is that if I'm in the mood or in the making of this parameterized build, then Control Z will remove whatever you have built before, not what you are just building, which can be a bit confusing. I guess 50. I'll just place these random quality grinders in quite a few locations. Don't really know what for, maybe those batteries actually. And then also personal Roboport Mark II. And actually I should build that thing on Glebber for those built things. Maybe not 50, I guess 10 would be enough. Nope. Could actually also choose a recipe. Some things are missing. I guess there are not yet legendary bulk inserters on Glebber. Are there any inserters? I guess not like this. Mostly I have these inserters being produced here, but there are also quality inserters. I would like to import them from Novice. I should also at some point try to work with these request groups. They might be quite helpful, but I always think they are a bit terrible to set up. It would be nice if you could just move not just an item within a group, but also to another group. That would be good when sorting things out. I guess this is still working, but it's low productivity. And we wouldn't want to waste any materials on this planet. Because I guess every material that I am producing on this planet eventually comes from these fruits. And these fruits produce spores, and the spores produce friends, and the friends come to visit sometimes. And I guess that uses energy, and we want to save energy. Right? I guess it might also cause the loss of a few repair packs from time to time. I guess I could figure that out. 59 repair packs in 1000 hours, but just one repair pack in the last hour, or one in the last 10 hours. I guess I didn't really have much spore pollution, and I added some of those agricultural towers on this edge, and back here one. And I didn't even limit how much they can produce. Most of these towers are limited by this trash bin. Basically, it doesn't mean that these fruits get trashed, they just get planted later or harvested later. Once I actually have more demand here. So this is where the Yumako fruits go to die. I wonder if this ever gets stuck, but probably it's always just a flow of items, which is controlled by this trash can item signal that I can send to all the towers. I don't know if also the inserters, probably not. but I'm basically measuring all the belts that lead into this belt except for the back to the left. Basically all of this that is going to the left is not counted towards the number, so the number can vary quite a lot, and from time to time these agricultural towers will work even though there is enough fruit already coming from the left. And that's fine. I just need to regulate some of the towers so I don't overproduce and then fruit gets wasted by spoiling somewhere. This is still not perfect, but there are some legendary stack inserters. And there are also, yeah, there's more of that here. But the problem is that at some point the jelly is wasted. And then it turns into high quality spoilage. And I can't really do much with that at the moment. Anyway, I can show you also Fulgora. I guess I just was there, but I can still show some more. And I hope that the best inserters are already arriving here. I guess the factory is quite a mess and looking at it is not always pleasant. And I should actually upgrade all the inserters in this build. Except it doesn't count the bulk inserters. Okay, it's not yet done. I just pressed E and didn't think it would do that. Okay. Also upgrading inserters now. And now they can be placed. And now more of the better assembling machines either get delivered or produced. I don't know what's the case. But yeah, this factory is sort of doing what it has to do, and it does everything in almost every quality most of the time. I guess sometimes I'm missing the legendary quality production. And I'm starting to branch out with some lightning collectors and substations to also collect more power. Because I now have foundations available, I can use them. And I should also upgrade whatever this is. I guess then the trains would be filled faster, which is not really necessary. So let's not do that. Let's upgrade them back. They are waiting most of the time anyway. They are harvesting multiple qualities there, or mining multiple qualities, and then I'm trying to recycle all of that scrap. I guess I might also do one recycling productivity or scrap recycling productivity. It's not all kinds of items. Would be nice if it would apply to every item getting some productivity, or yeah, I guess recycling productivity, to not lose so many items to be wasted. I guess this network would have a lot of epic and legendary robots by now. Oh yes, you can see a lot of epic logistic bots, but I could still try to recycle them. And maybe I will manage to... yeah, I just need to upgrade that, basically. And then all those chests at the roboports will have an upgraded set of items they need to take out. But I guess there are not yet many of those kinds of setups. I have to manually place them, I guess, in bigger than normal roboport real estates. And I guess I should also upgrade all the lightning collectors. This will only be relevant for Fulgora, but I guess it will still be relevant. Maybe in steps. First all of those. There might not be enough of everything always. I guess the upgrade here did actually turn back. Or I just didn't make it yet. I am quite sure that I should be producing the legendary batteries or accumulators somewhere. I hope I'm right, but I will check. Okay, that's not where I should check this. I should check this, not there, but there. So there I can see all the locations for accumulator production or recycling, and I could just look at this in detail and check and see that apparently there might not actually be any directed recycling of the epic batteries and rare batteries and so on. So I guess I would just do that now myself. I'll just have to get one of those recyclers. Or I guess I would do that actually here. This is where that would happen. Yeah, just there. I basically have a lower number for certain items that just can be recycled away. Normally all kinds of items that are in the logistic network, you can see them on the right in the info box, and they change a lot because many of them go over 8,000 just for a few seconds or whatever, and then this circuitry is throwing them away. I haven't quite the clue how this works anymore. It's quite a while ago that I did that. I guess this is quite important. You can see here all the items that for a short moment are above 8,000, and the gear wheels apparently are over 8,000 quite a lot, because they are the main ingredient of scrap. And basically I'm sorting, getting the index 0, index 1, index 2 and so on, making sure that whatever that number is over 4,000. I don't know why, but I guess maybe to make sure there are no mistakes. And then these requests are sent to those kinds of requester chests. And then I'm pulling items out of these chests into normal chests, I guess to prevent that a stack inserter would get stuck. And I guess the stack inserters will always try to be filtered to the most high quality item, or no, the most abundant item in a chest. I guess this is more of a showcasing today, rather than actually doing my goal, which is going to space soon. And I didn't even remember that I had these items being quality grinded. So there are lots of high quality portable nuclear reactors. I might just take some and replace the ones that I have. I don't know if I have any requests for those at the moment. It doesn't seem that way. Okay, I'm not on a Quilo, so maybe I should just have trash unrequested and then work my way up from the requests that I have. And I definitely need quality grinding for efficiency module 3. I think I have tried that on Glebber. Not sure how successfully. Something is happening here, but I'm not sure whether that's enough. And this setup would only be optimal for anything that can only be produced in an assembling machine, and I would rather use electromagnetic plants for modules, of course. Maybe I should do something related to that. So, this is what I will do. I will just have this as a blueprint, basically, for myself to read. And then I will actually build a blueprint that would fit my criteria. I guess I will work with requester chests. And with the newest kind of equipment always. No rare inserters anymore. I guess I could just do that with my blueprint. Let's see. This blueprint. Okay, now there are still assembling machines and substations. I think that's fine. I will just keep it upgraded in this way. It's some progress. It's not the best yet, but I guess I will get there eventually. So, I guess I have to work with the chests now. Could I build another one there? Surely I could, but do I want to? Maybe. And then the next one there. And something like here. Except maybe also a bit further down. I might also move all of this just a bit. Okay. Basically has the same structure by now. At least on one side. Okay, and I would just produce efficiency modules here. At least I already have legendary spoilage to go in there. And then I just need to configure all those inserters. Still need to build filters. Maybe I'll just go like this. Or no, this should be there, and then I would have the other direction there. I guess I could have those, or I could just use this there as an output. I wish I could just somehow copy the recipe over. Basically click that somewhere and get that recipe. But I have to click that again and there. Not sure if there's a way to just quality change, or if I take some item, let's say the legendary bulk inserter, and I do some interaction with this. Well, I guess it wouldn't work there, but some interaction with an assembler, and then this assembler is suddenly producing legendary bulk inserters. So that's the machines configured. And now I need to still do some of those things, but I think I could also just use normal inserters for the outputs. It doesn't really matter. This saves a lot of, I guess, space or resources. I guess I could also do that and save some, well, at least vertical area in this sense. So only things that are, I guess I could just take this, only things that are green and above will go into these chests. And I might just tell this inserter to only do blue. And then I will request stuff from there. This will request stuff from, I guess, normal things. Or for normal efficiency module 3s. And I guess I only will have purple and yeah, everything that's purple or above. I guess I can't do it there, so I have to do that here. So some of these interfaces are still not very good. I guess sometimes I really would want to have or to choose any kind of quality of the active provider chest, for instance, and not just one of them for certain tasks. To just have it as a picker. So, and I guess this is the legendary stuff, and this is the non-legendary stuff. And I can just place a hopefully legendary substation there, but I don't have legendary substations on this planet. So it will just be an uncommon one. And it's good that it fits there. And then I will try to limit all these factories to how many legendaries of that thing are in the logistic network. And as an example here, I will set it to 101, just to have a very unique number. And sadly, I can't easily only transfer this condition, so I will have to set it a few times. But at least after this kind of manual work, I can switch to doing the blueprints. Yeah. Having to do the same task over and over again and then doing it wrongly because I remember the wrong task is quite annoying. This is ADHD for you. At least I can steal the item there, sort of. Maybe I should have copied the condition earlier before I set the recipes. But well, I guess I can't manage to do everything. And this also has to be 101. I guess the 0 is taken away whenever I write something in there, so I shouldn't expect the 0 to still be there, and so that I can place a 1 left and right of it. Anyway, I think what I will do now is try to get ingredients over here, or maybe not. I guess my task right now should be to just insert all kinds of any not legendary quality of that thing. The efficiency module 3. I wonder whether it has any priority, if the most left thing would be considered to be delivered first. or the number that's highest or whatever. I always wondered what would happen if you had many requests and many chests but not enough items to fulfill them. Where would they go? Where would the robots fly with these items? So now you can also see we have uncommon ingredients, at least some of them. I hope I do get enough blue circuits of higher quality. But yeah, that will take a while. I guess I will still keep my other quality grinding thing. Well, it's not really a quality grinding thing, it's only for the first two qualities. And it looks quite weird. Might be an early version of what I actually managed to achieve there. So, and I can check now whether I have the requests. Can request blue there. And I can request gold there and purple there. I should maybe set a filter to... Wait, no. This is not how I set a filter to an inserter. This is how I set a filter. And then I will request purple there. I guess this doesn't have to be a requester chest, same as that and that, so I will just turn them into normal steel chests. It's okay to downgrade it there because I guess I'm saving some materials from it. It's marginal, but anyway. I like to save even if it's not strictly necessary. I guess this can now leave. And now I can try to make a blueprint out of this. Okay. Actually, no. I will kill all those quality modules there. They are unnecessary and I don't want to waste them. Okay, again. It would only work for things that have at least 4 ingredients, so if I do that, if I do a similar thing with a refinery in the assembling machine, then I would get into trouble. Not quite. But yeah, I need to still set those parameters. These are parameters of 0 or ingredients of 0. And I guess this would also be a parameter. I will name it how many. Legendary. What item? And I don't think these things matter, although they might be... I guess they are actually... They are the numbers in the requester chests. But I don't know what to set there without annoying the system. I guess I could just ask for 50 and there I might also just ask for 50. I guess I can always reconfigure this. You can also configure it with some kinds of algorithms that would determine the number from the recipe or from how fast it crafts. I don't want to do that right now, so I will do that eventually. So basically quality grinding. EMP, electromagnetic plant. And now I could think about where else to use that. One thing would be to use that especially on Fulgora for the quality module. I think these things are done somewhere already, but maybe not yet this compactly and organized. Let's say 333 or 555 quality modules. I guess I could do the same thing with beacons and with many other things. I have to check how many there already are. None. I guess most of them are taken away to another planet, so it's good to have these things here. Maybe I can do something like that in the meantime. I can still set an upgrade planner, but it would be good if these at least worked properly for a while. Okay, I guess I don't want to upgrade some of those inserters. And I totally forgot that the legendary thing has no output yet. At least it can only produce one type of quality, so it can stack within the machine. And now that I don't have the... oh, what's that? Quality module 3? Why is there quality module 2 in there? Did I accidentally throw that in there? No, it's totally confusing because I want to actually exchange it for other modules. I hope this gets understood. Let's just see what kinds of quality modules there are. 7,800 of those. Okay, now they are actually there. And now I can again request an upgrade. And I think by now all the things should be placed correctly. I wonder whether I could just take the blueprint that I have forgotten where it is. Did I do something with it? I think I built it on Glebber, and there it would cause certain problems. But also I guess I would have to do something else. So basically place that blueprint with no different limit. Now I will go to Glebber quickly just to place a passive provider chest. And if I wanted more stuff, then I could also always copy the whole thing or parts of it. maybe not parts of it actually. I don't know if I could build this in a way that would be extendable, so that if you want more normal production or more green production, you could just do that. If you still have resources left. Anyway, I was here replacing my power armor stuff. I guess, yeah, because I thought about the mech armor that I still want to replace eventually. I guess I now do have enough exoskeletons. Where are they? Oh. Crash unrequested. That's annoying. If you just want to collect something and then you suddenly get told, please don't have that for a moment. So, those are my exoskeletons. I wonder how fast I will be now. Okay, that's quite fast. I guess I'm faster than some trains. I would need to catch a driving train to measure that properly. I guess there might be some trains in the system, but they are sometimes also steering towards holding somewhere or standing somewhere. Or they are braking because there are other trains. Yeah, I have many trains and many rails. But I guess I'm still quite fast. It's not really what matters in this game, but I guess if I want to be somewhere, I can go somewhere. Did I show you those walls of trees already? I've tried to build it in such a way that it doesn't waste a lot of space to belts. Or this construct to basically keep this within one tree cell to not waste any tree placings. And this is basically a very long chain of these things, and there are some rails going over it. So here's landfill, and apparently landfill doesn't care about those things. This one has one tree. I will keep it. It's doing a good job for that one tree. And it's also cool that I managed to get this over these belts with these stands. I don't know if I had to modify this row in any way. I guess these kinds of systems are always in different places. Might also change how and where that is placed. Maybe I could place something in here, in between, to not have it potentially intersect with one of these roundabouts. I think that happens somewhere, maybe there, yes. This had to look slightly different, and here as well. Let's kill some trees just to see what happens there. And sometimes I will be randomly replacing, upgrading some robopods. Don't really want the old ones. I also had an alternative save where I basically saved the game and just did some exploring down here. And I think it goes somewhere like this. All of this area is still belonging to this set of peninsulas. I don't know if they connect anywhere, but I think I could basically discover all of this at some point and not have to do any defenses down there. And then I did the same thing here, and it went on forever, basically very far up, and I Still didn't reach any edge of the world. But I guess it's fine to have this kind of defense at the moment. This is enough for the few biters that get alerted by the artillery to wake up and do something. Not sure when the next artillery strike will happen. I guess when new biters migrate somewhere. I might check out these missing items. It's also there. And apparently I now have quite a few legendary equipment belts. Are they called that? Tool belt equipment, okay. Anyway, yeah, this is how it is. I guess I will not upgrade this anytime soon, because it has to deal with spoilage and especially with jelly, which is quite volatile. I guess high quality jelly lasts a bit longer, but still, I think it's only 4 minutes. Yeah, it would be 4 minutes total time. I also recently had to upgrade some of these buildings on Glebber. I had them still with low quality and some with not even tier 3 modules. Especially I wanted more carbon fiber. And I guess I could upgrade this. But I don't know if that would do anything. I probably just need even more Jumako mesh. I'm thinking of maybe having a second factory and maybe having some kind of stacking mechanism. Where is that? There. Right here, not all of the Jumako mesh is stacked. Some is just yeah, kept in the low state. Don't know how to easily deal with that, but I guess 8 of 12 inserters are doing filtered Jumako mesh stacking. So only these inserters would ever deal with the seeds. And I hope they do deal with the seeds eventually. Maybe I need some other mechanisms here. And they are not even yet the fastest bio chambers. So I could make them even faster, but I don't know if I even get enough Jumako mesh, enough Jumako fruits. But let's just do that anyway. I will see whether it will result in anything good or not. I guess it now works so fast that nothing can compare. Another thing that I might do is just send some of these outputs totally elsewhere. And I'm thinking of something that might work. Anyway. I don't know if all of these Jumako meshes will ever go to all the necessary places. Okay, and I could still have some spoilage collection just in case. Just in case any of that spoils. But I think now that should basically be a regulator. It should regulate how much is outputted there, and it can also come from there. And maybe it would be actually wiser to send this totally elsewhere. This was a good experiment for a while. But what if I just send it here? There's already this filter. Maybe I will also balance this and let another output go somewhere else. I might even have some more space back here. I don't know if I should move this or just remove it completely. I guess the colors are nice at the moment. It's just being red and it's being dark. Not sure if I have any other... I mean, I have the foundries and the electromagnetic plants. They're also good in the blubber night. I wonder why this is green, why this has a green glow and not red. This has a gray glow, I guess. Gray purple-ish. This has a light yellowish green glow, just like the agricultural science packs. And I don't know about this. This might be cyan or green and blue for these eggs. Anyway, colors are nice. I like colors. I might also have a balancing happening here. And maybe since this is already filtered, basically it can only ever be one thing or another. I guess it can only be Yumako, mesh or spoilage. And therefore I will try to introduce it there. And filter this in a bit more. I guess this is already balanced, so I don't need another balancer there. And I guess this will now help with getting more Yumako throughput. Already looks quite thick. I don't know if I'm producing more of the carbon fiber, I will just have to see. Apparently not, but you can see I did an upgrade 7 hours ago. Not literally 7 hours, just in the game. And 8 hours ago, another upgrade. And 25 hours ago, apparently. Which is quite a long time. Over a day in game time, but also I leave the game running sometimes, so sometimes it's just idling and doing research, and also I'm not doing much research at the moment. So I will add more research that I can actually do at the moment. I guess I will not get to the edge of the solar system today, but I guess it was a good start anyway. I wonder, are all of these bots carrying, yeah, science packs? Okay. I thought they might also carry wood sometimes, because I also have wood getting placed in provider chests and then some of the wood being delivered to these nuclear facilities where these heating towers tried to take care of most of the heating. I have to check how many nuclear fuels I'm consuming. I mean, this is nuclear fuel actually, but I meant the uranium. No, I think it's actually called something different. Okay, I have those quality fuel cells from the nuclear reactors, but I do seem to have used quite a lot of these uranium fuel cells. Yeah, I guess maybe for the production of those nuclear reactors. But I guess not much since then. I want to see how far I can run and how my battery will develop. Can I see my battery values actually somewhere? Battery capacity 2.42. Yeah, it's still 2.42. It doesn't really change much. Maybe it would change if I also did some heavy robot charging afterwards. So this is the old factory. I still have it, and I wonder how long I will still have it. Do I have a centrifuge quality grinder? I guess not. It's just one factory with quality modules. That's not a quality grinder. But I guess I will build one somewhere around here. It makes sense next to the nuclear reactor thingy. Okay, this is a bit bigger quality grinding and also not working very well at the moment. Maybe I need to sort the good from the bad eventually. So 50 centrifuges. So I guess I will have some better centrifuges eventually. I guess I didn't ever use these trains. It was supposed to be a science outpost stop something. Probably science trains, I guess not. At least not yet, not there. But I will have my lab locations here. I guess this is the lab blueprint from my first save game. And eventually I will build this out and deliver all the science packs somewhere and hopefully manage to introduce all the research bottles somewhere. And I don't know what this was for. Maybe also for science, just in different places. But maybe I will actually build this on another day. I still never did order the superconductors. Maybe if over 100. And if the next tier is under 100, and it will then order these superconductors. I don't know how many of the others I have. Apparently quite a lot. So I will be annoyed by the fact that I can't set the qualities individually. I could just copy it basically and set these things up by 1 or down by 1 actually. And I will ask if it's over 500. And apparently I need more heat. Will look weird. Okay, this needs to be normal. And then this needs to be uncommon. What's going on? Glabber is going on. Okay. I wonder how that happened. Apparently, they killed a total of 1 and a substation. Maybe they killed the substation first, I don't know. But these ones are not yet upgraded, and I would like to upgrade them. Maybe I will downgrade some of the others to blue ones. Only keep the outsides with a very high range. And that way I can get slightly better Tesla turrets that can shoot the enemies a bit earlier in multiple places. So there's quite a lot of traffic here, so I will keep some of the legendary Tesla turrets alive. But I guess it's good to have an early response from some of the Tesla turrets because they also slow down enemies. So if they are slowed down earlier, they can't easily cause so much damage. There's quite a lot going on here, or I guess there was. These shells look quite green and yellow, so they are from small and medium pentapod creatures. I don't know if this one, yeah, this could actually reach up to there, so if the pentapod had the intention of going through here or something to there, or I don't know where they would go. Probably they would go to these farming fields, because that's the spore source, the source of the spores that they like to eat. I don't know why they then trample the fields and not just happily eat the spores or eat the mushrooms. Maybe they are against it somehow. And I guess I have solved some problems with this now. That was quite good to upgrade some of the Tesla turrets back. And I seem to have some of those legendary personal robopods Mark II and legendary batteries Mark III. And I don't seem to have a mech armor yet. Maybe I still need to actually produce them first. So I need to produce Power Armor Mark II. I am producing it somewhere, but probably not inserting it anywhere. And I will remove the quality modules there because I don't... Or do I? Maybe I could just produce with quality, it doesn't really matter. And then I have some of them. Yeah, let's just do quality anyway and better speed. Don't know if I need that still, maybe. Then I have more production. I guess let's wait until I have more than one or less than. Well, yeah, if it's less than one, then it will still insert while there's 0 anywhere. So, not quite that, but no, this needs to be a normal Power Armor Mark II and maybe below 10. So I always have a little buffer. Where's my mouse? It's difficult in that rain of robots. Hopefully I will get more speed modules somewhere. Not there. Looking for speed. So speed modules are being produced, so that shouldn't be a problem. It might just take a while, but that's fine. Okay, maybe I don't actually need that many Tesla guns, but I guess they can be used for making even better Tesla guns. Or, I mean, the Tesla turrets. But there is no legendary factory yet. How would I make that? I hope I have not wasted all this electrolyte now. I guess I might have. Anyway. Could also put that there. Well, I shouldn't copy this actually. I still need legendary blue circuits. I don't know if I could get those anywhere properly. Because in the scrap obviously there are blue circuits, but I'm not producing blue circuits of that quality at least. I'm producing blue quality blue circuits, normal quality blue circuits, and 2 times purple quality blue circuits. It's quite weird. Why would I do that? Do I have what are they called? Processing units. I should maybe use better productivity modules there. And everywhere. Okay, there are the green quality ones, but I still don't have the legendary ones. And maybe I need to do that as well. The good thing is I can use full productivity on there. Okay, until there are a certain amount of them, not more than that. Maybe 500 as a maximum. I guess that's quite high already. Probably don't ever need that many of them. Maybe the last time I saw a slightly darkened map, I might have searched for something and then thought that there was a bug in the game or something, but it is just if you find something, it highlights everything that you want to find. I wanted to find A, and A is seemingly everywhere and everything, almost, but yeah. I guess this is my Vulcanus base. I haven't done much here in a while. I should maybe at some point also do some proper quality grinding for these big mining drills, and I guess at the moment I could even upgrade the modules in there just to not waste any chances. And I could use much better productivity there. But also maybe I don't have to, because this one works all the time, and then this one doesn't have to because the belt is already full all the time, filled by this factory. I could definitely use better beacons and better speed modules. And also better efficiency modules. At least the tier 3 uncommon ones. Nice to save some energy. Eventually I will do that everywhere, but for now I will just stop streaming for today. Thank you for watching so far.